Hello students, welcome to my channel Hans Commerce Tutorial for the lectures on commerce, accounts, finance and management. My suggestion to you, before watching the video, please go to the description below my video. You'll find a link there. Take a printout of the problems given in the link and keep it ready before watching the video so that you can be able to understand the problem, the solution and the explanation to get the maximum benefit from the lectures. Thank you. Now we'll start problem number 3. 2 problems we have done. Third problem you see. Sri Chopra is appointed liquidator of Moon Company Limited in voluntary liquidation on 1st July 2003. Following balances are extracted. The Moon Company Limited is going to be liquidated. Date of balance sheet 1st July 2003. 24,000 shares of rupees 5 each, 1,20,000 reserve for bad debts. Debentures having a floating charge, list D. Bank overdraft is given, liability for purchases are given, P&L account. P&L account we don't require. The bank overdraft and liability for purchases, this may be unsecured, we'll see. Then machinery, freehold property, leasehold property, stock in trade, book debts, investments, calls in arrear. Then cash in hand, these are the assets. You are required to prepare a statement of affairs to be submitted to the meeting of the creditors. The following assets are valued as under. Machinery ka realizable value 90,000. Investment 6,000. Leasehold property 1,09,000. Stock in trade 3,000. Bad debts are 3,000. And doubtful debts are 6,000, of which estimated to realize is 3,000. So total debtors, how much are the book debts? Book debts are given in the problem as 90,000. Book debts meaning debtors. Debtors. तो debtors के पास से 90,000 rupees आने का है as per the balance sheet. In adjustment it is saying 3,000 are completely bad debts. So 3,000 rupees we subtract from 90,000. Apart from that, 6,000 are doubtful, and in this 6,000, 3,000 are expected to realize. The remaining 3,000 are not expected to realize. So 3,000 bad debts and 3,000 doubtful debts not expected to realize. So expected to realize 3,000 diya. So not expected to realize 3,000. Total 6,000 is given. So 3,000 rupees bad debts and 3,000 doubtful debts not expected to realize will deduct. So 90,000 minus 3,000 minus 3,000. 84,000. The bank overdraft is secured by the deposit of title deeds of leasehold property. So leasehold property is pledged for bank overdraft. So leasehold property, the present value, realizable value of leasehold property is 1,09,000. And how much is the bank overdraft? 27,000. Bank overdraft 27,000. Realizable value of leasehold property 1,09,000. Fully secured. We'll get the surplus. Preferential creditors are 1,500. Telephone rent outstanding 120. The preferential creditors 1,500 will take under list C, and telephone rent outstanding, this will be taken under unsecured creditors, list E. That's it. Now see the solution carefully here. A Moon Company Limited statement of affairs as on 1st July 2003. Assets not specifically pledged as per list A. So accepting leasehold property will take all other assets. Cash in hand 1,500. Investment 6,000, calls in arrear 7,400. We expect that calls in arrear will be received. Total debtor, trade debtors 90,000 minus 3,000 bad debts, 3,000 doubtful debts, not realizable value. Then 84,000. Stock in trade, machinery. The total realizable value of assets not specifically pledged is 1,92,000. Now assets specifically pledged as per list B. Assets leasehold property. This is the asset given as pledged. Estimated to realize 1,09,000. Leasehold property का value 1,09,000 है, और bank overdraft 27,000. Due to creditors 27,000. Now we are getting surplus. The bank will sell the security for 1,09,000. Take his own money 27,000. Remaining 82,000 surplus will be handed over to the liquidator. Surplus 82,000. So now estimated surplus from fully secured creditors. ये fully secured creditors. So how much surplus we are getting? 82,000. Take this 82,000 in the outer column. The total assets 1,92,000 plus 82, 2,74,000. So 2,74,000 is the total estimated total assets available for paying to preferential creditors, debenture holders, unsecured creditors. ये सबको पे करने के लिए total assets. Now summary of gross assets. This we need only for verification. Gross realizable value of assets specifically pledged. Specifically pledged is leasehold property. What is the gross realizable value of leasehold property? 1,09,000 to 1,09,000. Other assets realizable value is 1,92,000. 1,92,000, take the total, 3,01,000 is the gross assets. First part completed, where we have calculated how much are the funds available for paying to liabilities. Now second part of this one is gross liability. Left hand side, liabilities to be deducted from surplus or added to deficiency and estimated to rank. कितना पे करना है. Now first secured creditors as per list B. लिस्ट बी में secured creditor 27,000 है, लेकिन ये लोग को पेमेंट करना नहीं है because they have realized their money from the security. Security से पैसे निकाल लिए. That's why this 27,000 will be taken only in gross liability column. Nothing should be taken in estimated to rank. Preferential creditors 1,500 given in the last line. So it will be taken on both the columns. Left hand side column gross liability, right hand side column estimated to rank. Now subtract this 1,500 from 2,74,000. जो 2,74,000 के assets available है, realizable value of assets, उसमें से पहले payment 1,500 preferential creditors. Now 2,72,500 is the amount remaining estimated balance of assets available for paying to debenture holders and unsecured creditors. So estimated balance of assets available for debenture holders, unsecured creditors. So first will be debenture holders. Debenture holders secured by floating charge on all the assets as per list D. 75,000 in both the columns. Left hand side gross liability, right hand side estimated to rank. Minus कर दो 272,500 minus 75,000. 1,97,000 rupees of the remaining balance available for paying to unsecured creditors. Unsecured creditors as per listing. Liability for purchase is 30,000. Outstanding telephone rent given in the last line. लास्ट लाइन पे दिया है there is a outstanding telephone rent of 120. तो दोनों को मिला लो 30,120 is the estimated to rank and 30,120 should be taken under gross liability. What is the total of gross liability? I have not taken here. I'll calculate now. 27,000 plus 1,500 plus 75,000 plus 30,120. This comes to 1,33,620. This is the total of gross liability. Now subtract 3,01,000 are the gross assets. 3,01,000 gross assets minus gross liability 1,33,620. We are getting 1,67,380. 1,67,380. So after deducting this unsecured creditors 30,120, we are getting a balance of 1,67,380. This is the estimated surplus, positive value. We are having 1,97,500 balance of assets. And how much is the amount due to unsecured creditor? Only 30,120. And the company is in a position to pay fully to unsecured creditors. The company is solvent company. Company solvent है. Unsecured creditors को पूरा पेमेंट कर सकती कंपनी, उतना पैसा है कंपनी के पास. तो we are getting surplus. Estimated surplus as regards creditors being the difference between gross assets and gross liability. अब ये जो 1,67,380 है, करेक्ट है या इनकरेक्ट है, ये वेरीफाई करने के लिए, प्रूफ करने के लिए we'll take the difference between gross assets and gross liability. Summary of gross assets 3,01,000, gross liability 1,33,620. तो 3,01,000 में से 1,33,620 minus कर दो, you must get 1,67,000. If you get, that means your calculations are right. Now we'll come to the last part, that is issued and paid up capital, list F and list G. Preferential capital, list F, we don't have any preference shares in this problem. Equity share capital is the 24,000 equity share of ₹5 each, 1,20,000. 1,20,000 is the equity share capital. 1,20,000, take it in the outer column. Now subtract 1,67,380 is the amount available with the liquidator, out of which the company has to pay 1,20,000 equity share capital. Pay कर दिया वो भी, minus कर दो 1,20,000. Remaining 47,380 is the estimated surplus. as regards contributories. The estimated surplus as regards contributories is 47,380 as per list H. So this is the end of problem number 3. Now we start problem number 4. The following information relates to Catastrophe Limited, which was wound up on 1st April 1998. Share capital is given 10,000, 8% preference share of 100 each, fully paid 10 lakh. Then 5 lakh equity shares of rupees 5 each, fully called up 25 lakh, less calls in arrear 10,000, 24 lakh 90,000. So we assume that calls in arrear will be recovered. So it will be taken under list A, assets not specifically pledged. Then liabilities, secured loan on mortgage of land and building 1,50,000. Then secured loan, floating charge on the company's undertaking. This will be taken under list D. Secured loan first we will take under list B. Fully secured or partly secured, that will be taken under list B. And floating charge will be taken under list D. Unsecured creditors, list E. Including preferential creditors 60,000. We segregate. 60,000 rupees preferential creditors, we take it under list C, and remaining 21 lakh will take under list E. Now, estimated to realize and book value. So land and building estimated to realize 1,80,000. We don't require book value. We need only estimated to realize land and building. Then the land and building was given as security for secured loan of rupees 1,50,000. The secured loan was 1,50,000 and the security provided realizable value is 1,80,000. So we are going to get 30,000 rupees as surplus. Surplus from fully secured creditor. Plant and machinery 12 lakh realizable value. Furniture 50,000. Vehicle 50,000. Stock 4 lakh. Only realizable value we should take. Book debts. Book debts good are 8,28,000. Good debts ka matlab definitely recoverable. That means estimated to realize 8,28,000, and doubtful are 1 lakh, and estimated to realize book value is 1,50,000, estimated to realize is 1 lakh. देखिए 8,28,000 rupees are good debts which are recoverable, whereas doubtful are 1,50,000. But out of 1,50,000 we expect to receive only 1 lakh. So 8,28,000 plus 1 lakh, 9,28,000 rupees are the total estimated to realize from debtors. तो 8,28,000 तो 100% आएंगे. अब डाउटफुल में 1,50,000 डाउटफुल थे, लेकिन उसमें से रियलाइजेबल वैल्यू 1 लाख है, तो ये 1 लाख भी ले लेंगे. Next, bad debts are given 40,000. This we should not take. Bad debt means irrecoverable, not at all recoverable. Leave it. Bills receivable are 20,000. 90% are estimated to realize. So 90% of 20,000, 18,000 rupees are bills receivable, realizable. Loan considered bad. Ignore. The company has given us some loan and it is expected that nothing can be recovered from that loan. Bad. Leave it. Then cash 12,000, bank 10,000. This will take under list A. Note, bills discounted and awaited maturity 20,000, of which 10,000 is expected to be dishonored. Liability on bills discounted, it's a contingent liability. But when it is given that contingent liability is going to become actual liability, we should take it. The company has discounted 20,000 rupees bill and it is expected that 10,000 rupees are going to become bad. That we have to pay. So bills discounted should be taken under list E, unsecured creditors. Prepare the statement of affairs as regards creditors, as regards contributories. Every time we are preparing for as regards creditors as well as regards contributories. Now see here, Catastrophe Limited statement of affairs as on 1st April, estimated to realize assets not specifically pledged as per list A. Only one asset is given as security, that is land and building. Only land and building is provided as security, pledged, whereas all other assets are not pledged. So we take it on the list A. Cash in hand, book value 12,000, bank account book value 10,000, bills receivable 20,000, book value 90% is estimated to realize given in the problem. So 90% of 20,000, 18,000. Debtors, book debts. Book debts are 8,28,000, completely good. 1,50,000 are doubtful but estimated to realize is 1 lakh. So we are taking 1 lakh. So 9,28,000. Bad debts we should not take. 9,28,000. Unpaid calls. Unpaid calls means calls in arrear. The liability side it is given there are 10,000 rupees calls in arrear. We expect it will be recovered. Stock realizable value 4 lakh. Plant and machinery realizable value 12 lakh. Furniture 50,000. Vehicle 50,000. Total estimated value, realizable value of list A 26,78,000. Now assets specifically pledged as per list B. Now in this category we have to specify which asset, how much realizable value, how much due to creditors, surplus or deficiency. One asset is pledged, that is land and building. Estimated to realizable value of land and building is 1,80,000. An amount due to creditor, secured loan, that amount due to creditor is 1,50,000. So there is a surplus generated, 1,80,000 minus 1,50,000, 30,000 rupees surplus we are getting from fully secured creditor. Right? Now estimated surplus from asset specifically pledged. ये asset pledge रखा दिया, इसमें से surplus आ गया 30,000. This 30,000 should be taken in the outer column. So total asset 26,78,000 plus 30,000, 27,08,000. This is the estimated total assets available for preferential creditors, debenture holders, unsecured creditors. From this amount only we will make the payments. Now summary of gross assets for our verification. Gross realizable value of assets specifically pledged. These are the specifically. What is the realizable value? 1,80,000. Other assets, what are the realizable value? 26,78,000. The total gross assets are 28,58,000. Half of the statement of affairs is completed. We have taken how much is the amount available, assets available. Now we'll make the payment. Now gross liability we have to show for our confirmation whether we are done correctly or not. Liabilities to be deducted from surplus or added to deficiency and estimated to rank. First, fully secured creditors. Secured creditors as per list B. The creditors are 1,50,000. But there is no need to pay to this 1,50,000 because they have already recovered from the pledge, from the security. 1,80,000 में से 1,50,000 वो निकाल लिए, अब पे करने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो this 1,50,000 should be shown only under gross liability. This should not be taken under estimated to rank. 1,50,000. Preferential creditors given in the problem 60,000. We will take on both the sides, gross liability and estimated to rank. So deduct 60,000 from 27,08,000. The remaining amount 26,48,000. This is the estimated balance available for creditors having a floating charge on all the assets and unsecured creditors. पूरों के लिए 26,48,000. Now creditors secured by floating charge as per list D. In the problem it is given some creditors are there having a floating charge on the assets. List D. That is 8 lakh rupees. Take it in both the columns. So 26,48,000 minus 8 lakh you will get 18,48,000. Now unsecured creditors as per list T. Unsecured creditor 21 lakh. Bills discounted is 10,000. The total 21,10,000. So 21,10,000 in both the columns. Now you find out the total of gross liability. You will get 31,20,000 for our confirmation. Now 21,10,000 should be deducted from 18,48,000. 18,48,000 minus 21,10,000 you will get minus 2,62,000. Minus 2,62,000 means there is a deficiency as regards creditors. Deficiency as regards creditors being the difference between gross assets and gross liability. Confirm it. Gross assets are 28,58,000. Gross liability are 31,20,000. So 28,58,000 minus 31,20,000 you must get 2,62,000. That's all. Now we have to find out the preferential capital and equity share capital. Continuation. Below this, continue. Share capital called and paid up 10,000 preferential of 100 each 10 lakh. Then 5 lakh equity shares of rupees 5 each fully paid up 25 lakh. So total share capital is 35 lakh. Already there is a deficiency as regards creditors. Creditors को पे करने के लिए deficiency 2,62,000 है, shortage है. और पे करना है capital. Capital पे करना है 35 lakh. Now दोनों deficiency को add कर लो. तो 2,62,000 plus 35 lakh. 37,62,000 is the deficiency as regards creditors. as per list H. So we have completed problem number 4. Problem number 5. See the problem number 5. Satyam Infotech Limited went into liquidation on 31st March. The following particulars are available. Share capital 20,000, 8% preference share of 100 each, 20 lakh. And 10 lakh equity share of rupees 5 each, 50 lakh, less calls in arrear 20,000. So this calls in arrear will be recovered. We assume that calls in arrear will be recovered. It will be taken under list A. Assets not specifically pledged. The liability is secured loan on mortgage of land, 3 lakh. Secured loan floating charge. Floating charge will be taken on list D. And the secured loan will be taken on list B. Then unsecured creditors, including preferential creditors. So we subtract this preferential creditors. 1,20,000 preferential creditors, list C. And the remaining amount will be taken, 42 lakh will be taken on list E, unsecured. Then land. Book value of the land is 6 lakh, but estimated to realize is 3,60,000. We are not concerned with book value. We need estimated to realize 3,60,000. And how much is the secure loan taken on this security loan? Secured loan 3 lakh. So on the top you can see secured loan 3 lakh on mortgage of land. तो लैंड को सिक्योरिटी रखा कर 3 लाख रुपए का लोन लिए और लैंड का रियलाइजेबल वैल्यू 3,60,000. So we are going to get 60,000 rupees surplus from fully secured creditor. Plant realizable value 24 lakh. This will take. Furniture 2 lakh. Stock 8 lakh. Debtors. Debtors में good debtors 16 lakh 56,000. Bad debts are 80,000. We should not take bad debts. Doubtful are 3 lakh. But estimated to realize is 2 lakh. So out of 3 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees are realizable. So we take this 2 lakh also. So good debtors are 16 lakh 56,000. And doubtful but realizable is 2 lakh. So 16 lakh 56,000 plus 2 lakh. 18 lakh 56,000 is the total realizable value of debtors. Bills receivable are 40,000. 90% are expected to realize. So 90% of 40,000, 36,000 is the bills receivable. Advances considered bad. When loans are given and it is considered bad, so we should not take. Cash 24,000, bank 20,000 will take. Profit and loss account we should not take. Bills discounted but not matured 40,000, of which 20,000 is expected to be bad. Unsecured creditors, list emailing. Liability on bills discounted 10,000, 20,000. You are required to prepare a statement of affairs on 31st March 2010. That's it. Exactly similar to the previous problem. No change. So Satyam Infotech Limited statement of affairs. Assets not specifically pledged as per list A. Plant, furniture, stock, debtors, bills receivable, cash, bank, calls in arrear. All these are the assets not specifically pledged. Just now I have explained. We have to take the realizable value. We should not take the book value. Then 53 lakh 56,000 is the total estimated realizable value of assets not specifically pledged. Now assets specifically pledged as per list B. Only one asset is there, that is land. Land is pledged. So estimated to realize value of land is 3,60,000 and amount due to creditors is 3 lakh. So 60,000 rupees we are going to get the surplus. Estimated surplus from fully secured creditor from assets specifically pledged is 60,000. Now add up. 54,16,000 is the total assets available for making the payment to preferential creditors, debenture holders and unsecured creditors. Summary of gross assets. Gross realizable value of assets specifically pledged. Land. Land को pledge रखा दिया, उसका realizable value 3,60,000. And other assets are, whereas the 53,56,000. The total gross assets are 57,16,000. That's it. Now we'll start the payment. So liabilities to be deducted from surplus or added to deficiency. Gross liability estimated to rank. First of all, secured creditors as per list B. We should not take the amount in estimated to rank because already they have recovered the amount from the security. So how much are the secured creditors here? 3 lakh. 3 lakh rupees will be taken on gross liability and put a dash in estimated to rank. Every problem we are doing the same thing. Because fully secured creditors have realized their amount from security. There is no need to pay. Then why we are writing to take in gross liability. To find the gross liability, we are taking that amount. Next, preferential creditors as per list C, 1,20,000 given in the problem. So 1,20,000 in both the columns. Gross liability estimated to rank. Subtract 52,96,000. This is the amount available for making the payment to debenture holders and unsecured creditor. Right? Now, secured loans having a floating charge on the assets as per list D. So list D, floating charge of the assets. So secured loan is 16 lakh. 16 lakh we have taken on first gross liability and also in estimated to rank. Subtract it. 36,96,000 is the amount available for making the payment to unsecured creditors. So unsecured creditors are 42 lakh. 42 lakh 60,000 diya, 43 lakh 20,000 diya tha. Usme se 1 lakh 20 we have separated. Preferential mein le liya. A 42 lakh is the unsecured creditor and liability on bills discounted given in adjustment 20,000. So total 42 lakh 20,000 is the total estimated to rank 42 lakh 20,000. Now take the total of gross liability, it will become 62 lakh 40,000. Now find out 36 lakh 96,000 minus 42 lakh 20,000. 5 lakh 24,000 is the deficiency as regards creditors. Minus what? 36 lakh 96 में से 42 lakh 20,000 minus कर दो, you will get negative figure minus 5 lakh 24,000. Means it's a deficiency as regards creditors. This being the difference between gross assets and gross liability, we can confirm it. ये 5,24,000 correct है या incorrect है, मालूम करने के लिए verification करेंगे. Gross assets minus gross liability, you should get this amount. So gross assets are 57,16,000. 57,16,000 minus 62,40,000. You will get 5,24,000. That's all. Now we have to show the share capital, paid up share capital. Issued and paid up share capital, preference share capital 20,000, 8% preference share of 100 each, 20 lakh. Preference share capital given in the balance sheet. Equity share capital 10 lakh, equity share of 5 each, 50 lakh. So total amount due to shareholders 70 lakh. 70 lakh rupees is the amount due to shareholders. How much is the deficiency as regards creditors? 5,24,000. First of all, we got 5,24,000 deficiency here. Still we have to pay 70 lakh rupees to the shareholders. Now add both the deficiencies. This 5,24,000 plus 70 lakh, you will get 75,24,000 is the estimated deficiency as regards contributories as per list H. That's all. This is the end of problem number 5.